is surround yourself with people who are doing better than you and be open to listen to them, because you always have to have your plan expanding.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have the queen of retreats, Dr. Sheri, and she is amazing. And Sheri is the founder and chief retreat strategy. Wow, I love this title. At Wanderlust Entrepreneur, where she's help heart-centered entrepreneurs create transformational, profitable, I like this word a lot, retreats. With over 2 decades of experience in the retreat industry, she had the honor of working with top names, including Don Miguel Ruiz, author of the Four Agreement. So listen carefully. She trained and empowered over 20,000 retreats, leading to design, price, promote, and monetize transformational retreats that leave a lasting impact while traveling the world and earning a profit to be proud of. So tell us, what are the 5 steps that you recommend entrepreneurs in order to make the first million?
Well, thank you, first of all, Harry, for
Pleasure.
having me on. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to this. So, yeah, let's dive in. So, I have a little different point of view about things. So, hopefully, this is
Good.
helpful. Hopefully, it's helpful to everyone. So, my first thing I would say is always make sure when you're starting a business that you have a financial backup plan. And the reason I'm saying this is especially with the people I work with, those heart-based entrepreneurs they want to help so much. When they start bringing in money, lack energy into their business because they feel like they need to make money this second, I don't feel like that's a good way to begin a business. I know, for example, when I started this business, and I've had several before, including being a physician, um, I made sure I was working a couple of days a week for a friend of mine so that there was no financial pressure. My head was clear just to put all of my energy into creating my business the way that it should be created. So I think a lot of people feel like, are they going to be a millionaire in 2 months? And that they're just going to
It
throw
doesn't really
money
work
out
like
there.
this, right?
It does not at all work like this.
Absolutely. I love this
So,
point. I'm a big fan. Love it.
yeah.
Great tip,
So I
actually.
think this is a critical issue. So,
Oh,
first and
yes.
foremost, be in the right position to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So that's number one. You want
Keep
me to keep
going.
going? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Step
Okay.
number 2.
Number two, keep the end in mind. So by that, I mean, whenever we start a business, we should have in the back of our mind, how are we going to leave the business? Because a lot of times people build their business without an end in mind. They can't sell their business because they're not set up in a way that someone can actually purchase their business. And I think as an entrepreneur, we need to always, when we're starting, think of what is this going to look like at the end so that you have something that you can actually sell after all that hard work you put into your business. So that is a very important thing that almost nobody thinks about, having the end in mind. Okay, number three would be get clear on the outcome you want to create, meaning what do you help people do? Be clear about that. I find, especially with the people that I work with, they just want to help, make things better, make life better. That doesn't sell. They're not specific. What outcomes are going to happen from your help? Be very clear on that outcome and make sure that that outcome is what your ideal audience wants. Because sometimes I've seen people, they want to teach something, but they haven't done any market research to find out if that person
There is a need for
wants
it.
that. It's like, all right, I understand.
How much they're willing to pay.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to do market research. I get that you have something in your heart you want to share, but you still need to check the market. What do people want? What do they feel they need? What do you think they really need? And so at the intersection of what they need and what you want to share, somewhere there is where your business is going to be. And so I think you need to be very clear about that. And the more heart-based the person is, the more sometimes woo-woo sounding it all is. And people buy solutions to problems. So they need to be really clear on the outcome that they want to create for people and make sure those people want that outcome. So that, I would say, would be number 3. Number 4 for me is always finding out the shortest path to cash, meaning, how can I set my business up? What's the structure going to be that I can scale the most easiest and that I can grow the fastest? So a lot of people I deal with are coaches. Well, one-on-one coaching to me is not really the fastest path to cash. To me, it's like being a physician. You only can see so many patients in a day. It's the
100%.
same thing with your coaching. It's not a scalable model. So to think about, what can I do and share? How can I package it or do whatever with it that it's scalable, fast, and that you can get that solution for your people in a reasonable amount of time. So figuring that out changes everything, because the people who are clear on that, they're the ones that are going to hit 7 figures as fast as possible. Not like one little step at a time, like trying to get a coaching client and trying to get another coaching client. I would slit my wrists if that's like I'm not a patient person. I'm a crazy Aries. And so, yeah, that wouldn't work for me, Harry. And the 5th thing I would say, once you've got all that figured out, is surround yourself with people who are doing better than you and be open to listen to them, because you always have to have your plan expanding to keep growing your business. And people who are out there making 6, 7, 8 figures, these people have already made all the mistakes you'll probably make. If you can surround yourself by people who are doing well, you can learn from them and avoid a lot of trouble that you might have if you didn't do that. So that is what the 5 main things for me that I would say are critical, looking back at my own business.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.